हेलो गाइस। आज से ना हम लोग एक नई सीरीज़ स्टार्ट करने लगे हैं लेक्चर्स की। और पहले नंबर पे ये हमारा वाइट बोर्ड है। एक एकेडमी थी वो ना छोड़ के चली गई थी, उसने ना एकेडमी ख़त्म कर दिया, तो वो वाइट बोर्ड कह रही इस हालत वाला है तो हम तो इसे लेके नहीं जाएंगे। तो वो फिर मैंने कहा कि मुझे दे दें, तो ये हम फिर मैंने कहा चलें इसको इस यूज़ में इस तरह इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं। और उसके बाद हम लोगों को फिर अब इसी तरह एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा इसी वाइट बोर्ड पे। और दूसरे नंबर पे ये माइक है, हमें ना ये हाथों में पकड़ना पड़ेगा। उसकी मेन रीज़न ये है कि हमारे पास ना इसे थोड़ी सी भी दूर लेके जाएं तो आपको आवाज़ का डिफरेंस नज़र आ रहा होगा। तो आपको ना बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए और बेटर हेयरिंग के लिए माइक पकड़ना पड़ेगा और थोड़ा सा करीब रखना पड़ेगा फेस के। और उसके बाद अब मैं आपको पहले अपने बारे में बता दूं। मेरा नाम अब्दुल हनान है और हम लोग अकाउंटिंग से मैं रिलेट हूँ, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी कर रहे हैं। और अ, उसके बाद हम लोग ये लेक्चर्स किस तरह कैरी करेंगे और इसमें हम क्या क्या चीज़ें करेंगे। तो पहले नंबर पे ना मैं जो सा वो इंग्लिश में आपको लेक्चर्स डिलीवर करूँगा, because when I will deliver this lecture in English, this will help you to improve your English hearing skills and also help me to improve my English communication skills. And we can both get benefit in this way. And from now on all our lectures will be in English, and we will always use the easy words so that you can understand it easily. So here you have two benefits. First, you can improve your English hearing skills, and then you can understand the lectures. And now uh, these lectures are most relevant to those who are related to the business fields, and specifically those who are relating to the accounting department. And uh, how we will continue these lectures, uh, because there are some lackings in the teaching methods of the teachers. They just do calculations. If you are in accounting department, they just do calculations and they don't tell you the business, how the business is work. And every time they just give the specific information, and so that we cannot integrate the new information with the previous one. And the new information uh, just stored in our mind for a very short term, and we cannot retain that information for a longer time. So here is your first teaching. Whenever you are doing something new, or you think that this is very difficult, always make a standard. And what is standard means, you can make the standards of everything. The most important thing is there should be the standard who covers all the possible ways, many of the ways. And if we get the questions in a different way, so that we can relate that new information with our previous one, and we can uh, tell something about that question and answer in our sheet. And we can score good marks. And if we don't have standards, our mind will become blank and we cannot answer that question. And I have faced this thing two times. uh, so this is very helpful for you if you are new. So always make the standard of something. And this is our basic standard, and we will cover most of our chapters. I think maybe when I was covering the lectures, I used this diagram in whole cost accounting. Just one chapter requires a different diagram. By the way, whole cost accounting I did by using this diagram, and now we are doing financial accounting. Or and after completing financial accounting, I will also explain you the cost accounting as well. And uh, how this information will be helpful for you. So I will just build your basics, and you can uh, uh, listen this lecture before taking the your class teacher's lecture. And if you listen this, this will helpful for you as a basics, and you can relate your teacher's information with this, and you can understand the lectures in a well manner. So first I will uh, explain this diagram, and then these are the key points here. And we are going to discuss IAS 16, which is related to property, plant and equipment. And I will explain you this diagram, and then I will explain these key points one by one. So all you do have to do is just uh, understand this diagram first, and then I will relate all these key points to this diagram, and you can uh, make the picture in your mind, and you can easily revise all the lecture that we have covered in this uh, video, and by just looking at the key points. So and you will not feel that you are not covering anything. You will feel after the end of the lecture that you have covered these basic uh, key points. And this is summer, and so there is why there is so many sweating, we can say. And that's why I have to remove this sweat again and again. Please don't wait a second. I have uh, napkin. um, Although the temperature is good, we can say moderate, not very hot, but I don't know. I'm sweating so much uh, because I think I have wear a pant shirt, that's why uh, I am feeling extra heat. And let's continue to the lecture. And yes, I was telling you that first I will explain you the diagram and then the key points. And so all you have to do, just listen to the whole story. You don't have to write anything. All you have to do is just relate these information with this diagram, and you can just listen this. And for this lecture you have to open your mind so much, because all the things were happening in your mind, and we will relate the information with this. So you have to keep your mind sharp. So the number one thing is, this is the Park Tech Limited company, and this is the head office upper part. This is the factory, and always this is the, we can say, the comprehensive uh, structure. And there are many. Uh, this is the top management directors. Here is the chief executive officer, and there are other officers here, and then there are sub departments. So this is the process. And CEO uh, look all the departments. And currently we are in financial accounting, so we will talk about the chief financial officer and accounts department mainly, although these are the departments that we will cover. But in cost accounting, because these are related to the cost accounting, mostly supply chain management and their decision makings, and what are the role of their whole uh, departments. And then main thing of cost accounting is factory. These are the manager who, and their production is happening here. And store department issue raw material, and then they process and make the finished goods. So finished good here. And then the sale department who sold the goods. So this is the basic. So now I am going to explain this whole, how the whole business works, and how we will do that. We will do it in a business flow, how that's in a form how businesses work, just like this. And we will record all the transactions in the business flow. And the major uh, problem I saw in the class teacher lectures, they just give the information from different uh, different ways. if we are discussing this, and they will explain the information not in the business flow, so that we feel some difficulty to retain and absorb this information. So now this is the diagram, and this is bank, this is China. And why we choose China? Because this is outside the country, foreign country, and this will you can understand the whole flow here. And how, number one thing, how businesses work. First, the purchase department to purchases, and then when the purchases reach here, then the production start. And now we will understand the whole process of purchases. So how the purchases work: there is the purchase department, also say procurement department, because there are many different words that examiner used in the papers. So we will have to understand the different meanings as well. So we can also say this as a procurement department. So um, there is the requirement of the material, or we can say the machines, from any department. If it's related to the raw material, then the store will send the request to the purchase department. And if there is any machine who is relating to the head office, then the head of that department goes to the purchase department, and request the specific machine. uh, and how he will request the machine: first, he will receive the price quotation from different suppliers, and when he receives the quotation, he will check their quality, their prices, and then the purchase department will decide that yes, this is the supplier from which we will get the specific item. So let's suppose he choose China, and how will he how will that specific items come to here. And we will, let's suppose, consider it the machine, and uh, because we are doing property, plant and equipment, let's suppose this is the machine. This is the machine from 2050. I don't know what type of machine is this and what this machine does, but I use my left hand, so this comes and I write it. Let's suppose this is a machine, and he sends the order to the China. And first, China needs guarantee. So first they open the letter of credit in the bank and pay the amount in advance to the bank, and then the bank guarantees that he will be pay the amount. So then the supplier from China sends the that property, plant, to our company. Okay. So let's suppose purchase order department opens letter of credit, choose this specific supplier. uh, he manufactured the product, and then he send it to our department, to our company. And in China, let's suppose we can get material directly from China, but let's suppose this country is the other pole of the earth, and there is the uh, s- sea between Pakistan and this country. And let's suppose he finished the material, so this will be the purchase price. Then it will be ready to the shipment, and shipment may, uh, there will be the insurance cost. Then when it will reach to our country, like Karachi port, then there are the tax department here, and uh, we will pay taxes to the government. And then there is a local transport here, and this car will take our machinery to our company. And this line, this is the octroi charges. uh, which we pay to the local authorities, so that we can use that machinery. And when it comes to our reach here, then there may be the some worker who will take this machine to the that specific area. And uh, first they will remove the previous machine, and then they will prepare the site, and then they will assemble that machine here. And uh, after assembling completion, they will test, and if there is any error, or so they will also replace that part, and they can also do modifications with that machine. Okay, so that's the machine comes here. Now we have understand the whole process. So how many costs it includes? First one is letter of credit, purchase price, which will directly pay to the supplier. Then the shipment cost, and shipment we also do insurance pay, we also pay insurance cost. So this cost here to cost. Then taxes, then local transport cost, then octroi cost, then dismantling cost of previous asset, then site preparation cost, testing cost, assembling cost, and then company thinks that we can also modify the modification cost. So we will only include that cost which will be necessary our machine to bring to the workable location and condition. So this will machine come to the workable location and position. So this is the introduction of property, plant and equipment, how this equipment comes to the company. And now the accounting starts. First one is recognition criteria. This machinery is reached in our company, and first we will see whether it is short term or long term. So the number one requirement of accounting is that it should be the more than 12 months, and it should be uh, its cost can be measured reliably. And and the benefit we will get uh, should be more than 12 months. So this is the recognition criteria. And if that machinery gives the economic benefit less than 12 months, then we will not include this machinery in this standard property, plant and equipment. So first remain specific to this standard, and we will cover all this machinery cost according to this. Okay, so uh, let's suppose first criteria is completed, that it will give benefit to the uh, just wait a second. It will give benefit more than 12 months. So the second criteria, that its cost must be measured reliably. If the account department cannot measure its cost reliably, they cannot record this. So this will be the second criteria. uh, Next one is revenue expenditure. uh, the whole process that we have learned about purchases, this is the initial recognition, and we will record this cost in our account register. And then there are the subsequent expenditures which we will do, like license, warranty and insurance after workable location and condition. So these are the costs that is incurring after the machinery is in workable location and condition. So we will not include these costs. These are the cost which is necessary to run that company. So this is the operational cost. uh, Cost not included. there are some costs that we will do after uh, the machinery is in workable location and condition, we do the uh, uh, repair and maintenance cost, but it is related to the day-to-day operation, not include uh, license. uh, Machinery is in workable location and condition we will not include. And as inspection, if the inspection uh, okay, I will explain this point later. We have covered this point. Introduction, recognition, revenue, expenditure, cost not included. Now I am going to explain subsequent expenditure. As in subsequent expenditure means the cost that we will capitalize in the cost of this machinery after it is uh, located in their workable location and position. And How can we will not include the revenue cost in this cost of machinery, but what we will include is that if the cost is improving his quality of the products that we obtain by using this quality, quantity, if the machinery time requires less time to make the same product, so this will the cost that we will also capitalize. And then uh, inspection that we skip before. In inspection, uh, if the inspection is because this is a comprehensive, a very big uh, machinery, so uh, and the inspection cost may be very high. And labors, or we can say workers, come for first time, and they do the inspection of this machinery, uh, and then the machine works for 3 years. So we will recognize uh, this cost for 3 years in equal amounts. And then there is the cost we have covered subsequent expenditure. uh, then we will I am going to explain inclusive and exclusive. In this, what is inclusive and exclusive? This is a specific treatment that most of the students confuse. So here, this includes the tax. If the tax is inclusive, we will divide by the tax rate. And if the uh, amount of tax is already included in the cost, and we want to find the cost with taxes, then we will multiply that amount by 1 plus tax rate, and we will get the answer. Then there are depreciation. There are many depreciation methods, like straight line, reducing balance method, uh, unit production method, and sum of years digit method. So the two methods, reducing balance method and sum of years digit method, they are the accelerated depreciation methods, because they charge high depreciation in the early years of the machinery. And in straight line, there is a continuous and consistent depreciation expense. So, and if the company wants to show their uh, performance consistent, then they will use a straight line. And if they want to avoid tax, then they will use uh, the reducing balance method or sum of years digit method. Then there are the next key point, components. In this key point, what does component means? It means that this machinery is so heavy, like it uh, make of many parts. So we can use different methods for depreciation. And different method may have different depreciation methods, and because different components which have the significant part of the total cost uh, will be use different useful lives. And then there is the derecognition. It means the disposal of the asset, and we can dispose in many ways, and there may be the destroy or by fire, by exchange. And if it relates to the exchange, then there are four scenarios. uh, what should be the cost of the new asset? So the cost of the new asset will be the reducing balance plus cash paid. And if the fair value is more evident, then we will use the fair value. And then there is a reverse back calculation. uh, Reverse back calculation, in which in this calculation cost is always 100. And then we will perform the calculation that your teachers will teach you. And then there is a revaluation model. uh, in this model, uh, first, there are two models. uh, this is a policy which is used by the company: cost model, revaluation model. And if company has faced the significant losses, or they think that the revaluation model may be good, because then they perform the maintenance cost and other cost. So it means that they will revalue their asset from the verified valuer. And then uh, eh, we will perform the evaluation model. So this is the basic of the property, plant and equipment. This is the maximum for key points that comes in this standard. So we will always explain all my lectures in that way. And just keep this diagram as your standard diagram. And because these key points are very very detailed, and if I will explain each and every point, so this will consume your most of your time, and I am just providing you the basics, so that you can just read that key points, and you have already the information that what are the things that comes here in this chapter. And you are prepared before your class teacher lecture, and you can understand the things very good way. So thank you so much. We will meet in the next videos. Thank you. Bye bye.